They say blood is thicker than water. But what happens when the very person who shares your blood is the one who betrays you the most? For me, that person was my own sister. Growing up, we were close. We shared clothes, secrets, dreams. People would always say how lucky we were to have each other, how sisters are supposed to be best friends for life. And for a long time, I believed that. But I didn't see it then, the envy in her eyes, the way she compared herself to me, the quiet resentment she carried. I thought we were equals. I thought we had each other's backs. Until the day everything I worked for was taken by her hands. It started small, things disappearing from my room, little lies she told that made me look bad. But it grew. And by the time I realized just how far she was willing to go, it was too late. She had stolen not just my belongings, but my trust, my reputation, and the life I had built. But here's the thing about betrayal, it awakens a part of you that refuses to stay broken. And my sister had no idea that the one person she underestimated the most, me, was about to turn the tables. At first, I told myself I was overreacting. Maybe I misplaced things. Maybe people just misunderstood me when she twisted my words. But the more I tried to convince myself, the clearer the truth became. My sister wasn't just making mistakes. She was making choices. The first real crack appeared when I applied for a new job. I had worked on my resume for weeks, rehearsed for the interview, poured my heart into the opportunity. But somehow, before I even got a call back, she already knew things she shouldn't have. One evening, I overheard her on the phone bragging to a friend, saying she had taken care of it. My stomach dropped. A few days later, I found out why. She had used my laptop, my own documents, to apply for the very same position under her name. And she got the interview I had dreamed of. I wanted to scream, but I stayed quiet. I started watching her closer, piecing things together. The missing clothes she always denied taking. I spotted them in her photos online. The secrets I confided in her. They somehow became the exact rumors that spread about me at family gatherings. And every time she saw my hurt, she smiled, sweet and innocent, pretending she had no idea how it all happened. It wasn't an accident. It wasn't jealousy in the shadows. It was deliberate. She wanted my life, my success, my happiness. And for a while, she had it. People admired her, trusted her, believed her, while I was left in the corner, questioning myself, losing everything I had built. But what she didn't know was that I was done playing the victim. If she wanted to steal everything from me, then I would show her what it feels like to have everything crumble in her own hands. Because her betrayal didn't just break me, it gave me the fire to fight back. That I realized I couldn't beat my sister by shouting or begging people to see the truth. She was too good at playing innocent. If I wanted justice, I had to be smarter, and I had to let her expose herself. So, I began to set the stage. I started small, feeding her little bits of opportunities, things I pretended to want for myself. A job lead I wasn't applying for. A connection I didn't care to pursue. As expected, she pounced on them, claiming them as her own, just like she always did. I let her win those battles, because I was waiting for the war. The real trap was the last opportunity I handed her. A high-profile project that required honesty, hard work, and real skill. I made sure she believed it was mine, that I desperately wanted it. Of course, she swooped in, stealing it from me once again. But this time, everyone was watching. When the project began, her lack of preparation, her lies, her shortcuts, all of it came crashing down. And because she had pushed so hard to take credit for something she didn't understand, she couldn't blame anyone else when it fell apart. The same people who once admired her began to see her for who she really was. The whispers shifted. The spotlight turned. Her carefully built mask cracked in public, just like mine had in private. And me. I didn't even have to expose her. She exposed herself. When she came to me afterward, angry, embarrassed, desperate, I didn't yell. I didn't gloat. I just looked her in the eye and said, "You can take what's mine, but you can't make it yours. And you can never take away who I am." That was my revenge. Not destroying her, but reclaiming myself. Because in the end, betrayal might steal your trust, your things, even your peace. But if you stay true to yourself, you will always rise again. And the one who betrays you, they will always live in the shadow of their own lies.